So first up, draft updates.
Okay, yeah. So NFL draft is it actually just ended. So 7 rounds. Patriots had, I don't remember how many picks because we traded quite a few times. But we took left tackle in the first round, who's probably going to play swing tackle and then end up on the right. Caleb Lomu.
Good dancer.
Well, yeah. I mean, so yeah. So his.
That's all that matters to me, but no, I'm just kidding.
The first thing they showed when he was drafted was like, they always do like highlights, but before the highlights, they just show like some press room video. Usually it's like tossing a football back and forth in your hands or whatever. Well, Caleb Lomu's is spinning around in a circle doing some like, we're all in this together High School Musical dance. And yeah, it's kind of awesome. And it's like that night, I probably saw like 50 tweets quoting that dance.
I feel like he's the style of person that we want on our team. So
yeah, that's the type of thing that's either going to go over really well or really poorly.
Really?
Like if he sucks, then everyone's going to be like, we should have known as soon as we saw the dance. But I think he seems he seems to have the right tools and all that sort of stuff.
He has a lot of confidence.
And
to dance like that, you have to have confidence. So I think that'll be good.
Yeah. But yeah, the dance is hilarious. I love it.
It's very endearing.
The rest of the draft, we took a great seeming edge rusher in the second round, Gabe Akis. Third round, we took a tight end. Can't remember his name.
I don't know about anyone but
And then like beyond there, we took like a cornerback, another tackle or maybe two, one out of Boston College with a hilarious name that I can't remember. We took a quarterback to be the backup to the backup, second backup. And yeah, that's a draft update. Not much drama really. It's kind of a
good thing.
Kind of a boring draft, which is
great.
At
least, I mean, Vrabel showed his face at the draft.
2 of the 3 rounds.
He mentioned...
He was at counseling today.
We'll get more into it. But he mentioned, like, who was he talking to? Someone's family. And a bunch of the people that commented on it, they were like, because you're not going to be with your family.
Yeah, no, it was Caleb Lomu on the phone call.
Okay, yeah.
In the draft room, he was like, I hope you're with your family or something.
Yeah. The comments were rough.
I mean, like, yeah, everyone's calling that out, but he said the same thing last year. That's just kind of what you say.
Yeah, right.
Like, this is a special, life-changing moment for these people.
No, I feel like he said the right thing. It's just people are...
Yeah, it stands out a little extra right now.
And I thought it too. That's why I went right to the comments. But, well, obviously, I'm going right to the comments on everything with Vrabel right now. My whole...
Everything is Vrabel.
Everything is Vrabel.
Well, now for me, everything is Caleb Lomu dancing. But
and that. So it's fun. What else? So yeah, more on the Russini drama. I mean, things have been trickling in for weeks. Yeah,
this seems like the way everything's released has been like there's been spaces of time between each drop of photos, and then they like happen to drop one like a few hours after his like first apology press conference.
Yeah.
And then maybe an hour after that, he tells one of the Patriots reporters like a scoop at midnight saying that he's going to counseling and will miss the third day of the draft.
Yeah, right.
So you got to think that he was probably tipped that there's another photo coming out, and he's like, crap, I need to like save face real quick.
Right. Well, and what were you saying? Like, who do you think is behind this
whole
thing?
There's been recent, like, I don't even know what to trust.
Yeah.
But so like the first sort of like sleuthing of Patriots fans on Twitter was like, it's probably Diana Russini's husband.
Right.
Who would undoubtedly suspect something based on all the crap she talks on all her shows about him.
I'm sure he's been suspecting.
So you'd think it would be him. Like, they obviously have money. He's an exec at Shake Shack, and was one of the top reporters.
Shake Shack.
So, like, yeah, hire a PI, like, so that you don't have to give up any of your money in a divorce or anything. It makes sense.
Yeah.
But
then what do you actually
think? The fact that, like, whoever took these photos had photos of them before their wedding when she was pregnant with his child, we think. Probably his child, but maybe Vrabel's, who knows? Like, he wouldn't have gone through the wedding or anything. Like, this would have blown up years ago. So I don't think it's him. The secondary theory was that it's the owner of the Titans who, like, has it out for Vrabel and hates him.
Could be.
But like then I think it was last night or something, I saw some tweet that like through a press conference someone said that like it's not a PI at all. And it's just like photos that came out, which I don't buy personally. Like nobody's spending their time at a romantic getaway vacation like taking pictures the entire day of Vrabel's like whereabouts.
But like those photos were so unimportant compared to the other photos that I've now seen of him being at the bar with her years ago. Like, why didn't those ever come out?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
I don't understand.
See, to me, that's why this seems like a PI. I mean, like maybe those didn't come out because, like, you could say someone took a photo and was like, "Oh, that's crazy. It's Vrabel with this girl," but they don't know, like, he's married. They don't know his life, and they just have a photo.
Oh, and now
and
they're
then
like,
all this comes out, and they're like, "Oh, I can get money from this. Send it to
Right.
page 6 for the highest bidder."
Maybe.
So it could be that.
Maybe.
Like, I guess. I think what's more likely is that someone's been building a case
For years.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Crazy.
we probably won't know until we know.
What's like, okay, to me, like, they're both in the wrong, 100%.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Who's creepier to you, though? Like,
Creepier?
Russini
She's creepier.
is so,
just because
like,
of how
such
she's...
a psychopath
Yeah.
with how she, like, the interview that she was doing with Vrabel, where she's, like, saying that his wife is, like, a superb athlete, which she knows she's not anymore. And that puts him in this awkward position, but she, like, wants to see
He
him
says,
in an
did you
awkward
watch
position.
that? He says,
Yeah,
like,
he says,
he
"Not
says, like,
anymore."
well, she was,
She
or
was.
something like that.
Well,
Yeah.
obviously, like, the fact that she made him say
She beats
that,
him at ping pong or something.
that whole thing made me uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And was, like, really weird and rude of her to do that
Yeah, a lot of her. And just, like,
And then
doing that sort of stuff is...
the thing that, like, definitely bothered me the most, which I think I was late on, which I saw a few days ago, and I'm just going to read her tweet because it has to be word for word, because he told me about it, but then I had to, like, read it word for word. And it's the keep looking at my almost 4-day-old son, Michael, while trying to figure out who are the best Michaels to ever play and coach in the NFL.
How many Michaels do you think played and coached?
How did
Like
nobody
3?
say anything when she tweeted that? It's such a creepy
Did Michael Irving
tweet.
get? I don't even...
It's like the creepiest thing, and nobody said anything about it.
Ditka?
I don't understand why this, like, wasn't caught before, but, like, I feel even worse for his wife because now it's just like
6+ years of...
Yeah, it's just been going on.
And then she's
for
been...
so
And, like,
long.
I was saying, like, that stuff that she's, like, trying to, like, poke and prod during interviews, like, you and I know and no one else knows type stuff.
Yeah,
That's like serial killer behavior.
That is
that's like leaving your call
sociopathic.
sign, you know, like in freaking serial killer documentaries.
She's a serial killer?
Yeah. Well, like
that'll come out later.
she's a serial cheater.
But, like, only with him, maybe.
Hopefully, I mean, we don't know.
I don't know if that's hopeful. I feel like, okay.
Yeah, it
Like,
might.
I'm in Vrabel's wife's shoes, and I'm like, oh, my husband's only been cheating on me with this one woman. Maybe he, like, really does love her, which is, like, I don't know if that's worse.
That'd be
or
the
better.
worst
It's, like,
case
probably
scenario
worse.
for this. Like if Vrabel gets divorced and marries Diana Rossini,
That crossed my mind. I was
the
like,
worst
well, now
case.
it's all out.
That's the worst case scenario.
And they just, like, run off into the sunset, and we're like, okay.
Low key, it might be better to find out that she's serial cheating with a bunch of coaches or like a bunch of random people.
It's gonna be like the Me Too thing where everyone's like,
They're like, I slept with Diana Rossini.
I don't know. But anyway, unfortunate situation. How do you feel about Vrabel right now?
Yeah. It's hard because last season had such crazy good vibes.
Yeah.
Like going into the season, you are a little concerned with Diggs because you keep hearing about how he's a locker room problem.
Mm-hmm. So
you
much
don't,
for that.
Yeah,
He was
you
awesome.
don't. There was a ton of roster turnover, so you don't know how like the locker room's gonna be.
Mm-hmm.
But then you have like the season out of a movie. Like it was amazing, and the vibes were all good, and Diggs was amazing,
Yeah.
and Vrabel was amazing, and it ended with this like horrible loss. And you can see the videos of Vrabel like high-fiving all the players going back in the locker room after the loss. And then, like, it's just him after everyone's left, and he just, like, leans against the wall with his hands over his face. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, this is going to be the sickest comeback ever.
Yeah.
Like, you can see it's hitting him, and this is just, like, part 1. This is, like, the Celtics in, like, 2022 or whatever.
Yeah.
But now this is all happening. It kind of feels like this year is going to be like a year of recovery where we have to rebuild some like image and locker room stuff. I mean, I could be wrong.
Not. I feel like.
But like as far as opinions on Vrabel,
yeah,
and like vibes on all that, I'm mentally trying to keep the football away from. Yeah, I'm trying to compartmentalize it because like as a coach, I think he's probably still. He's
a great leader.
A top 5 NFL coach.
Like, of course he's a great leader. And I keep hearing people say, like, well, I mean, a lot of people in the NFL have slept with other people, blah, blah, blah. I feel like the toughest thing with Vrabel is that he's a known great leader with a lot of trust.
Yeah.
And then to see someone like that do that, like Drake May must be like, my little Christian heart. Like, that's so sad.
I mean, Drake is like 23. I think he can handle it.
Little Drake May is very sad.
Baby Drake, yeah.
Baby Drake's very sad.
Little Draco.
When you're like a Christian and all that, I don't know, I feel like it's hard.
Yeah, I mean.
And they had trust.
I think it's fine.
And I don't know if it's fine.
He's always surrounded by all these football players. And anyways, I'm not worried about Drake.
I'm worried about
Drake.
I'm
not worried about what the players think about like the infidelity side of it. I'm worried about the trust and how he like Vrabel's whole locker room is built around like making good decisions and put football and the team and all that stuff first and like make good decisions on and off the field.
Right.
Whereas for 6 years he's been making bad decisions and just like coasting.
And like
apparently
people didn't know. And I mean, I don't know how many times this happened, so I don't know. It wasn't a one-off thing.
Yeah, so it's like the ability to address that in a way that doesn't like even in part lose the locker room. Like I just don't believe that he's not going to lose them in some ways.
Yeah.
That's why I think this might be like a bit of a rebuild year.
Yeah.
Like rebuild the vibes.
I'm sure, like I feel like the players are probably upset that this is affecting their image too. I feel like Boston is always fighting for a good image, and now because everyone hates us for some reason because we're awesome. But like this doesn't this does not help. We've had some things.
Yeah.
We've had some drama in New England over the years.
Yeah, I think this is just par for the course for us. There's always going to be something.
Yeah, there's always going to be something.
Okay, wait, hold on. I have another draft thing I thought of.
Okay.
Well, first of all, the Eagles took Mekhi Lemon in the first round. He was considered like a top 3 receiver prospect this year, which only solidifies all the rumors that like even Adam Schefter, who's like the number 1 reporter / leaker in the NFL, has reported that it's essentially a guarantee unless like something crazy happens that AJ Brown's getting traded, and the top front runner and only interested team at this point is the Patriots.
Yes.
So them taking like an elite receiver with their first round pick as a team that doesn't do that very often is just, backing that up more. They signed 2 receivers as free agents. They drafted 1. And I also just want you to look up Mekhi Lemon. Maybe look up Mekhi Lemon's doing that again.
Oh, wait.
It's
okay, yeah.
crazy.
I don't know how to spell that.
So, yeah, to M-A-K-I and then Lemon. M-A-K-A-I and then Lemon.
Found it. What am I looking up?
So, just like he's doing it. Oh, I mean on Twitter.
I don't have Twitter.
All right, hold on. Let me find it.
Isn't it called X now?
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, speaking of, while he's looking that up, Russini deleted her X account because of everything. And that came out, I think, today. I don't know. Yesterday or today.
Twitter is hard to use without an account. Holy crap, dude.
It's called X.
They don't. All right.
I don't have
so
an
I'll
account.
Show you
I'll
show you later. But essentially, like so Mekhi Lemon went viral during the draft for like doing an interview and being like this.
Okay.
So they were interviewing him after the draft while he was up in front of everyone, and he was talking to the lady who was asking him about like how it feels and all that, and he was just like,
wait, that's weird.
He just like cannot hold still, and everyone's calling him like a snake. Like the tweet was something like he's doing the snake thing again. It's crazy. This dude's weird.
I haven't looked that up.
It's crazy, yeah.
There's some like, I don't know, like nervous tics I feel like people
his
have.
His is to slither.
What was Drake doing when
Drake does a lot of that stuff.
He kind of like moves. I don't know. I don't know what he does.
Drake
he just seemed really nervous.
Drake is, through 2 seasons, still very nervous at all press conferences.
I feel like that's something that I love.
It's very
it's not getting to
it's
his
endearing.
Head.
I mean, he's got to
so endearing.
He's got to
Oh, sweet Drake.
He's still got to, I think, improve there to like show a little confidence for the locker room side of things, I think.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, for now, like
He
you're
will eventually.
going into year 3.
Yeah. Okay. Moving on. Do we have anything else for football?
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Hopefully the season goes well. I guess the draft stuff was good.
Yeah.
The coach stuff is rough.
Low key, the whole Vrabel thing, if it can blow over, it'd be great because I think a big reason AJ Brown wants to be a Patriot is because he was his coach when he was drafted. So
right.
He also grew up a Patriots fan though.
Right. So Celtics are in the playoffs.
Yep. Game 3 win.
Game 3 win. Oh my gosh, the game was
sick.
Good.
It was great.
Where do we even what do we even say? There were some
new playoff P. I mean, he's not new anymore, but it's not Paul George. It's Peyton Pritchard. Yeah.
Pritchard's a rock star.
Pritchard with the first dagger, Tatum with the second, just to put the game to bed. That was incredible.
Yeah.
To watch.
Pritchard's gonna be my next jersey.
I can't believe neither of us have a Pritchard. And Harry had a. Oh no, it wasn't Pritchard. He had.
Who did he have?
I can't think of his
Harry's
name.
our son.
Yeah.
In case you're not certain on that.
I don't know. I can't think of his name. Holy crap! All right, moving on.
Okay. Anyway, names are hard, especially when you're 30. You're in your 30s. And you have 2 kids. You can't remember anything. So that's why we have notes. And okay, I feel like I didn't put anything about this in my notes, but I just have been feeling like Tatum is like really back now.
Yeah, he almost goes through like.
And the sweet little thing that Brown said to Tatum.
Oh yeah, so I don't like. I think that's true. I tried to read the lips. I tried to read the like. It's not for sure what he said.
Yeah.
Most people seem to agree that's what he said. Some comments were saying like, "You people are idiots." There's no way he said that. But there's probably like a 70+% chance that he said that. It was essentially like Tatum was winded, and Brown was like, "I got George," which is Paul George.
Yeah.
Like take a breather.
Who do you think like makes you the most stressed out?
Right now, White.
White on our on our team.
Yeah.
Because he had a bit of a struggle. I mean, he came back a little, right? A little bit.
He had a few moments. He had kind of a rough game.
But yeah, rough game overall.
I'd like to see his plus minus. I didn't look.
On the 76ers.
Yeah. Oh.
Who stresses you the most? Because Maxey.
Yeah, easily Maxey. I mean,
the threes.
Edgecombe.
Oh yeah.
Edgecombe and Maxey, obviously, they're 2 best players right now, I'd say.
Yeah.
Edgecombe game 2, like, was sinking every 3 like it was
They're
nothing.
threes.
But Maxey, I mean, Maxey, all these games has been killing it.
Right. And I know we're always like,
and he's
don't even,
in the clutch. Maxey's
shouldn't even
scary.
have to go for threes all the time. Like that's
Missoula ball.
But yeah, I know. But anyway, great game.
Yeah, no, Maxey's been great. It's terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Low key though, I think I might be more afraid of Edgecombe because like I know Maxey's going to be great. I know he's going to be great. But if Edgecombe's having a game, then it's like all of a sudden we lose our edge of having 2 superstars because they have 2 superstars.
Yeah. The only other thing about that game that's like just sticking in my mind like all the time is when Tatum gets the 3 and then he like goes like this and you're just like, yeah, like you just.
If the kids weren't asleep, I would have screamed. I was so hyped.
I love when he gets hyped because he's kind of like, I don't know, more humble-ish to me, and then when he gets pumped up, I'm like, let's go. So that was fun.
There's some iconic Tatum moments against the Sixers.
Yeah.
You're like 22 or 3 or whatever it was when he had the 50-point game, and there's the infamous like.
He's just.
Love it.
Oh, and he hit how many points?
Oh yeah.
something thousand. Beat some record.
Didn't write it down, but
like
big number.
3.
He didn't beat a record. He just joined like the upper echelon of like.
He joined
tops.
Larry Bird and some other people.
Yeah. I think it was. I don't know. I don't want to say a number and be like way off, but high thousands. High 1,000 points.
But does that seem low? I have
no
idea.
I feel like it's more.
Okay.
Like it low key might have been like 6, but.
Okay.
But yeah, he was like at like the free throw line, and they were like, it's a big moment for Tatum. If he makes both, then he joins the club, and then he makes one of the 2.
What I wanted to talk about is we were listening to like the Amazon Prime announcers.
Yeah.
I don't know which announcers you as viewers.
I think it was a Prime exclusive.
Was everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have the rights.
It's so hard to listen to announcers who clearly are not rooting for your team.
They were polling for the Sixers. I mean, they were good.
Annoying.
They were good at moments. Like the Tatum dagger
moments.
was good, and the joke where they talked about brown and white and called it tan. I was like, that's the most insane call I've heard in sports in my life, probably. It's crazy.
Yeah. But they were just, I don't know, I was getting so mad at them.
Yeah, they were driving me crazy.
I forget what, they would just like be so excited.
Yeah, it would be like, so we'd do something, like we'd nail like a deep three, and they'd be like, oh, and Tatum for three. And then Maxey would nail one, and they'd be like, Maxey's just on fire. He cannot be stopped.
And they talked about Tatum at one point and his injury.
Oh, yeah. Oh, they said, that's another crazy. They said like, what was it? It was like, they basically said like, Tatum, this guy's never getting hurt or something like that.
Yeah, I don't know. We're like, he just got off an injury, you idiots. I don't know, whatever they said, it
wasn't
no
exactly
sense.
that.
It wasn't that.
But it was along those lines.
Don't get us in trouble. We're not lying.
No, it was
we just don't know what we're talking about.
It was exactly that.
It was something like that. I don't know. I listen to plenty of podcasts where there's straight lies, and then the next time they're like, that was a lie. So it's fine.
No, that was close, though. They said
it was something like that.
Yeah.
And it just like made us both so mad.
We were both like, sure.
But yeah, it was such a good game. So close the whole time.
By the way, Harry's jersey was Kyrie. I don't know why I couldn't think of his name. He had the Kyrie jersey during the finals when we were playing the Mavs, which Kyrie was on. And we went to
that jersey because it was a hand-me-down.
It was a hand-me-down. But like Kyrie was sick when he was on the Celtics.
Yeah.
And we went to Cabela's or Bass Pro or whatever. Cabela's. And the checkout guy was like, oh, is that Pritchard? And we're like, well, it's Kyrie. And he was like, oh, I was hoping it was Pritchard.
We should have
and I was like, man, we got to get Harry a Pritchard.
Pritchard's gotten so good. Like,
yeah.
I don't know. I trust him. Oh, we were talking about trust level on the team.
Yeah.
So Brown is number one.
Easily Brown.
But then, like, do you think Tatum's next, or do you think Pritchard?
I think I trust Tatum second in, like, the moment. Like, if this is, like, end of the game and you need a three or something, which, obviously, that's, like, Pritchard's thing. But, like, you know what I mean? Like, we're down 3, we need to tie it up. I would rather give it to Tatum than Pritchard. But
Pritchard the buzzer beater. Yeah,
that being said, it's close.
Yeah.
Closer than ever because of the injury, and Pritchard's just
He's just blown up. Yeah.
So it's pretty close, but Tatum, then probably Pritchard at 3.
And then
right now it's not White. I don't know who it is. I guess it might be White, I guess, because freaking Shireman.
Shireman low key. We went to a game with Shireman last year, and he was just
the Nets game.
On fire.
That was his like breakout game.
It was really cool. Anyway, great game.
Yeah, it can't actually be Shireman, but like it's White. Like I would trust White, but he's just going through something right now.
Why am I like not Hauser?
Yeah, Vooch, Kada, Hauser.
I like Hauser.
They're all, like, you're not gonna give a shot though to like they're there for the rebounds and like the center plays really. Like they take shots, but
yeah. Vooch.
Yeah, he shoots more than I was going to say more than Kada, but Kada's had some big games this season.
If you watch the game, / if you just watch the Celtics in general, and you want to let us know who the order
what's
of
the trust level?
The
top 3 is easy for me.
I want to know after that.
Yeah.
I
think White.
Who would you
probably
start?
White. Well, obviously I'm starting White.
You're going to start White.
The ceiling of White when he's not in a slump is way higher than anyone else's ceiling, so it's White. Yeah. And even in a slump, he's probably like better actually than Shireman and Walsh.
Addie wants to say hi. This is Addie. She had
She's wearing her Celtics.
She's wearing her Celtics right now. Yep. Usually she's wearing some kind of jersey or something, but she got groomed. Anyway, anything else about the Celtics game?
Game tomorrow.
I'm like imagining us for sure in the finals, but
yeah, it just feels like I
don't know why my brain's just
feels like
we'll make
it's
it.
bound to happen. Play the Knicks next.
And last year, watching Tatum get injured, I was like, "There's no way."
I want like a series against the Knicks so bad for revenge. Made me so happy.
Yeah, definitely. Speaking of Pritchard, though, back to Pritchard. His sister Lexi.
Oh yeah.
Posted on Instagram. We didn't know he had a sister, but my reels are just anything New England sports plus whatever's related slightly to those. So Pritchard's sister was on my reels the other day, and it was her running the Boston Marathon. And she wrote, "One day your brother is playing in the first round in the NBA playoffs. The next you're running in the Boston Marathon." I was like, oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so good for her. Go Lexi. Now I follow her on Instagram. Do you have anything else? I have one last thing. For any girls that might be watching, but I don't know how many are.
Yeah, you can do that first. That's fine.
Okay, so the other day I was looking for new shoes, and I'm very picky about shoes because I want them to be sporty, unique, like cool, but maybe a little weird because that's how I am as a person. And I've been looking at the like Jane version of athletic shoes, and I have a lot of Sambas. So I was looking at these blue Samba Janes. I don't know. Not sure if you can see that. We'll see. If not, we'll somehow figure that out.
Will we?
Maybe not. Just look up the blue Samba Janes. So those are the ones I ordered. So we'll see. Maybe I'll put them on and show you how they look.
little on.
Maybe I'll just
foot.
toss my foot on the table for you and see what we think. So those should be in my next episode. And
we'll do a foot episode.
Well, just for people that are into my feet. Anyway, I like them too because
subscribe to the OnlyFans.
we play soccer on Sundays, and my toes are, because I'm in my 30s playing soccer, and I've been playing soccer for a long time. So the nice thing about these Samba Janes is that I can wear them in the summer and not show my toes. So there's a breeze, but my toes aren't showing. I think it'll be good, but we'll see. Anything else? What were you gonna say?
Well, I was just gonna say the Red Sox fired their manager, Alex Cora.
Right.
After quite a few years, I have no idea how long, but several years. They also fired Jason Varitek, the OG catcher, who has been on the staff for a few years.
Oh.
And a few other people who I just didn't read the list.
Well, actually, I don't know a lot of Red Sox people.
Varitek's OG.
Varitek, yeah. I do know, and I do recall.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I loved Cora, the manager. I love Varitek, obviously.
Yeah.
The Red Sox got off to a horrendous start. So, I mean, even Garrett Crochet's been bad, or, not great, and he's our ace. Like, he should be top pitcher in the league. So, hopefully it can be improved. I don't know why I have this opinion, but it just feels like a coach can't do that much in baseball. Like, why do I have this opinion? I know, it does a lot in football. It does a lot in football. For some reason, locker room vibes seem so different in baseball. I'm probably wrong.
I mean, you need to have a good coach.
Well, you need a coach
sport,
regardless, but it just seems so much less important for some reason.
Yeah.
Like, besides in-game decision-making stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm probably wrong.
I was listening to another podcast, which I don't think anyone on, watching us would be listening to, but it's called The Giggly Squad, and they were talking about Olympic sports, I think. And anyway, did you know, bowling is not an Olympic sport, correct?
I don't know. If I had to guess, I would say no.
But
curling is, yeah.
There's some
curling
Olympics.
Is basically ice bowling, if that's where you're going.
But no, so I'm just kind of like, why is there that but not bowling? I thought that was
It's probably a cultural thing. It's probably really big in
Do you think bowling's not
I don't think it's big enough anywhere. You know what I mean? There's probably Canada's top two sports are hockey and curling or something like that, if you know what I mean. Culturally, it's probably really big in some places.
Yeah.
Whereas, I think bowling, it probably doesn't crack the top 10 anywhere.
Is that football is not really?
Football's going to be in the Olympics as flag football.
Right.
But whoa, Addie.
Oh my gosh, poor Addie.
But previously wasn't probably because of violence, I would guess.
Yeah, but so back to bowling.
You said football, so.
Oh, but what's funny, I don't know, speaking of violence and bowling, our son was bowling the other day, and he's 2.5, and he was putting it up here and shot putting instead. It was awesome.
Every time he did, I was like, oh, the floor.
I was like, that's my son.
I know the floor gets a lot of
He was also
balls.
Dropping it before the lane. So.
Oh yeah, I was terrified about our lane partner next to us. It was just gonna wander into their side.
Oh my gosh.
Or he was gonna turn while he was throwing it or something and just toss it on their foot.
But anyway, back to Olympics.
Yeah.
Do you think there's any sports that are not in the Olympics that should be?
Oh geez.
I don't even know what sports there are in the Olympics, I guess. But I do think that
My
Paige
friends.
Paige and Hannah from Giggly Squad, shout out. They will never watch this, but I do think that they had a really good point with bowling.
My friends would very much vouch for bowling to be in the Olympics.
Oh my gosh, Alex's friends love bowling.
I would say if it's not in the Olympics, pool should be in the Olympics.
I feel like
billiards might be.
I feel like it is.
It could be.
But I don't know. I guess I don't know. So
I think it's fun to watch and fun to play and very like hard to be good at.
Yeah.
Like good. Mm-hmm. Is darts in the Olympics?
I feel like that is a similar like vibe to
Is
bowling.
hot dog eating contest in the Olympics?
No, I don't think. That'd be so fun.
What's that guy's name? Joey Chestnut or something?
Oh yeah. Does he still do it?
Yeah.
He's just been has he been doing it our whole lives?
Dude's had so many hot dogs in his life.
I wonder how
He
many hot
must
dogs
eat
he's
such
had.
a small amount of salt the rest of his life.
That's
just
gotta
to
be
counteract.
so bad for you.
Is that blood sugar? What's that do? No, not blood sugar. Is that blood pressure?
Oh.
Like what is salt bad for?
Yeah. Blood pressure. Okay. That'd be bad.
His blood pressure must be problematic.
I could use that. I have low blood pressure. I could use some hot dogs. Oh, I was gonna ask something else that loosely had to do with what we were talking about.
Is baseball an Olympic sport?
That's only an American
Why do I not
sport.
know?
No, it's not. That's not true. Where do they play baseball?
They played in like Japan. I'm sure they played in the Dominican. I'm sure there's other places that I'm not thinking of. I feel like baseball, if it's not, would be insane for it to not be an Olympic sport. Mm-hmm. They have like the World Baseball Classic, so maybe that's their version of it. It's like the World Cup or something.
Oh my gosh, the World Cup is coming.
Yeah, World Cup's coming to Gillette.
It's got
$1,000 to watch like Haiti versus like Scotland or something.
Last year we were like, we're
going no matter what.
We're going to the World Cup. It's coming. We love soccer.
I kind of low key pictured that like we were gonna have a U.S. game or something.
I know. And
I'm like maybe a little overly self-important here in New England.
No,
I'm like
truly.
Obviously we're gonna have a U.S. game.
And that's what but also I don't want to spend that much money. I'm like, I could either do that or I could get 5 pairs of Sambas.
I was about to say I could buy 10 pairs of Samba Janes.
He could get 10,000 hats. He loves hats.
I couldn't get 10,000 hats.
Every few days there's a new hat. I don't know.
The one today was for you.
This hat's only for me because it didn't fit him right. That's why the hat's for me.
Dad
We
hat.
know that.
My head is too.
He's got a secret big head.
Too big for dad hats.
Oh man.
They make me look so dumb. It's crazy. I need those deep hats.
I wish you had it so you could try it on.
Yeah.
Because he's like a Slim Jim, but when he puts the hat on, his head looks a little.
Yeah, it's hilarious. I can't wear any of those.
I think they're just made for. I feel like they're just made for like
they're made
women's
for like,
heads.
Yeah, or like they're called dad hats. They're just made for like Mac DeMarco people.
Oh.
You know?
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
I'm a fan of Mac DeMarco. I'm not talking.
No, I know what you're
I'm just
saying.
like
that style.
That style, yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Anyway, we got really off topic. I don't know.
Was there something
else?
Was it Olympics you were trying to think of, or? Because I'm out of sports that should be Olympic sports, honestly.
No, I think it was something else, but I can't remember. It had to do with sports, which is I think this
low keys
or a YouTube channel.
It's just us talking.
Originally we were going to talk about like all New England things, but
problem is sports dominate New England.
Yeah, sports are definitely most important. I'm trying to think of anything
like,
else that's happened in New England, but
nothing.
It's like
the marathon,
fake spring.
Yeah, why is it cold again? What's up with that?
It's like we can't catch a break. We're going to have 3 months of nice weather, and then it's going to be back to cold.
Which
maybe 2.5.
Christmas this year, Harry Potter comes out, so there's that.
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, that has nothing to do. That's part of his personality.
We're just 32, so we grew up with Harry Potter.
We grew up with Harry Potter.
We don't condone J.K. Rowling, though.
No, that's a whole thing too. Vrabel or J.K. Rowling?
Yeah, we don't condone their actions.
Who would you choose? Anyway, I think we're done. Are we done? Do we have anything else?
Yeah, I have nothing else. I can't think of anything else.
All right. Let us know if you want us to talk about anything else related to sports or New England or whatever.
Recipes.
Definitely not. We're
going golfing tomorrow.
We're going golfing. Oh, you.
All right.
It's okay. I was gonna say.
So that's the other thing.
I was gonna say. Speaking of from before, when we said we were in our 30s, we're starting our golf era.
Midlife crisis golf.
Crisis.
I hope this isn't the middle of our life.
No, I think it is actually a
one-third
life crisis that a lot of people go through, I'm thinking.
Well, it's once you like, I think you hit an age where you want to keep doing sports, but this sport is like nice, relaxing, lasts a long time. You get to spend it outside, but you can still hone your craft and get good at it.
Right. And if you're like a little bit athletic, you can probably figure out how to hit a ball with a golf club.
Which low-key is way harder than you would think. Like,
it's pretty hard.
I think I'm starting to figure it out, but like we went last week or 2 weeks ago, and I was just whiffing left and right. Like, full swings, and then the ball goes like 8 inches to the left as I top it.
It was interesting.
It was fun though.
But who cares? Like, it's still fun. We do things for fun right now.
I want to be great.
Yeah.
I'm going to start carrying.
It's a good time it's one of the few sports that you can start when you're old.
Yeah.
And not get like really injured.
Like world number 1, Scotty Scheffler is like 28 or 9 or something.
Yeah.
There's not many other sports where like the best player can be like 30.
I also saw, because my reels only show me sports, that if you're a dad that teaches their daughter to golf, they're more likely to make millions of dollars.
That's the most weird, crazy fact.
I don't know if that's true. Probably not. But
that seems like someone's just like,
I was like,
sprouting out random
so
like fake facts. So
we do take the kids out. Not that we know how to play golf, but we're taking them out.
I just want like expose them, and then they can learn professionally. Like they can take lessons or whatever and be good at it. I think it would be really fun to grow up with kids who golf, like going to events. And
did your parents?
I didn't golf until I was maybe like 12 or something. Once
I never golfed.
I went out with my friend Mickey to a golf course with him and his dad kind of infamously takes things really seriously.
Yeah.
I don't like, not infamously, like it's not like everyone talks about it, but like he takes things very seriously. So I learned about sort of like the no talking while someone's like doing like in their backswing and
I remember
like
you telling me that.
Yeah, so like as
when we were 12.
So as like a 12-year-old, I was like, this sport's intense. Like I guess it's not for me.
Oh my gosh.
But like I wish that I had tried, another time. I had fun.
Yeah. I think it's one of those things where if your parents are not into it and they just call it like the boring sport, then...
Yeah, they didn't watch it, which like...
No. They definitely didn't watch it, but I also never had gone until we went.
It's funny because your cousins golf. I don't think mine really do.
Yeah.
I grew up thinking of golf as like, we have a cabin on a lake. I grew up thinking of golf as trying to hit the dock. We have a dock out in the water and we always try to hit it with the balls.
That's what inspired me to golf. Because I was like,
I'm
pretty good at this.
She hit the dock before I ever have. I've never hit the dock.
Sneaky good at random things. Like, and you know this, but I won a free throw contest for basketball. Never played basketball. Not once. And my parents weren't like, hey, like maybe you should try basketball. They were like, cool, good job, you won. And that was it.
And you didn't play.
I never played.
You should have played.
I'm short-ish. So
yeah, but so is Pritchard. So was Allen Iverson.
I love the Pritchard reels that come across when he's just like so close to the dribbling so fast, and I'm just like,
classic.
He has to put in way more.
So was Isaiah Thomas. Short. Isaiah Thomas was short.
Yeah.
Isaiah Thomas was like your size.
Yeah. And I mean, girl basketball players are going to be shorter than.
Yeah, like how tall is Caitlin Clark? And
she's way taller than me.
No, obviously, I'm just saying like she's like an average.
I'm 5'3 3/4.
She's like an average height women's basketball player.
So 6 feet.
She's probably like 5'9", 10. How tall is Caitlin Clark? I would guess 5'10".
How tall is Caitlin Clark? 6 feet.
No way.
Look at me.
Okay. She's taller than I thought. I mean, there's tall WNBA players. I'm just saying like the bar's not as high. I'm not saying you're destined to be in the WNBA or something.
I'm just saying.
But if you were, you would have cracked the era of like the glow up era.
Oh yeah, that's.
You would have. I mean, you would have been, long in your tooth, as they say, or whatever, because you're 32. You'd be nearing the end of your career.
That's
But
right.
Long in the tooth. What is it? Something like that.
I don't know. I also started playing soccer like too late.
Yeah.
In my opinion, I started, I think, in 2nd or 3rd grade. I just wish that I started.
I wish I took it more serious.
Any sport when I was like 4.
Like
our kids are both.
Yeah, they're
playing soccer
early.
Already, and I'm just like.
I had the kind of classic like young age didn't like I liked soccer and I played it.
Yeah.
Like medium age I liked it but didn't care that much. Like adult age, or not adult, but like high school age, because I spent all that time not really caring. I wasn't good enough to make the teams.
Right. It's like...
And then college age, because I didn't play in high school, I didn't play in college. And then like I started work and I just went all these years without playing. And now as a 32-year-old, I'm like, I just regret not.
You look back and you're like, I could have been a star.
Like, man, if I just like cared from age like 4 and just like tried really hard.
Right.
Even at any sport. Like I love basketball, I love soccer, I love football.
That goes back to...
I regret it.
This is why today our daughter had a soccer game. And I'm just like, can you just get in there?
Yeah,
Like,
just try.
Just try a little harder. She runs and then she stops before the ball. And I'm like, what? Like she looks around. I'm like, what is going on? And I get so frustrated because I'm like, you have your whole life ahead of you. And now I'm just a little nervous that I'm going to be one of those parents that's a psychopath on the sidelines.
Just don't yell at the ref. There's these signs.
I won't yell at the ref.
There's these signs.
But I'm also, before I finish, I just want to say that I'm thankful for parents that were relaxed. Like, there's the good and the bad. Mm-hmm. I'm glad that they just let me play outside and have a childhood and didn't put me in like 3,000 sports. Like, that's a good thing too. I got to scooter and I got to bike and see my neighbor kid friends.
Yeah, there's a balance to it. Like, it's good to be able to do that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I don't think it's like ideal for you to be kind of like forced into a sport and like training on all your free time to be the best ever and all that sort of stuff. Like,
that can't be.
Takes away the wonder of childhood.
Exactly.
In a way. So yeah, I mean.
My parents did it right.
Yeah, I think mine too. Like, I sampled a bunch of sports.
I wasn't going to be professional.
I played a couple seasons of basketball and baseball. I got like a little award in baseball for the most walks. And it was because I was too afraid of the pitches. I just wasn't swinging. Him. Yeah.
Little story that he gets embarrassed about, but now I'm going to tell it.
I don't know.
Do you know what I'm going to say?
No, I have no idea.
So in high school, we both did track.
Oh, geez.
And he openly only did track because we were dating so that he could see me more.
I'm not embarrassed by this at all.
And then,
No.
Anyway, track was not for Alex.
No.
And he got kicked off the team. Why'd you get kicked off, though? Oh,
because
you didn't go to meets.
Yeah, I don't want to run.
He didn't go to meets, which made me feel like a little sad because he missed my running. But it's fine. It's fine.
You got to think of it in a different way. I went to practices when my least favorite thing in the whole world is running.
That's true.
And I participated in practices so that we could hang out a little bit.
Which we didn't. We just saw each other.
We were both at the same place.
We got to see, like.
I wasn't about to go compete though. Like, I don't want to go through
jump.
I don't want to go through the stress of whatever you call a game in track. I don't want to go through like a track game.
Track meet.
Yeah, I don't want to go through like a track meet. The stress of a track meet as someone who like the last thing I want to do is run.
You did long jump.
Yeah. I also don't really want to do that.
Long jump is actually sneaky stressful.
I don't like having the sand
High
in my
jump.
shoes.
If you hit that bar,
high jump scares me so bad. I tried it once.
On the wrong part of your back, it does really hurt.
Yeah.
So anyway, I think we're done. We went really off topic.
Yeah, I think that covers everything.
That covers it all. Now you know a little bit about us, which is probably good. So
we're gonna get good at golf though.
Someday we'll be like, yeah, remember when we talked about golf?
I'm gonna like care about my handicap and get my number down.
Yeah.
By like a year from now, I'm gonna be like shooting 80, shooting 90
Don't
maybe.
even know what that means. Not sure.
You'll learn.
I'm gonna hit the ball far in the right direction.
Yeah.
Probably more likely in the right direction.
You mean in the right direction?
In the correct direction.
Slice it?
No, but also I have noodle arms, so I don't think I'm gonna be.
It doesn't matter much.
I don't think I'm gonna be hitting it with a ton of strength, but I'm doing Pilates. The other thing.
And it continues.
I've been doing. Yeah, I know. But there's one more thing about having a 1/3 life crisis, and I've picked up a lot of things lately, and one of them is Pilates, and the other is yoga.
Hot yoga.
Hot yoga and hot Pilates.
What do they call your Pilates? Inferno Pilates or something?
Oh, no. So I tried Inferno hot Pilates, which is like crazy.
300 degrees.
Feels like it. And then regular hot Pilates I like, which is a little less crazy and hot. Anyway, I digress. I'm just trying to fix my core after having 2 children, so Pilates has been great. I recommend it to any women that are listening, which is probably like, but You never know. Do it if you're not sure. Also, if you're a man, Pilates is great. We have a few men in my class sometimes. Not that many, but it is good for your whole body. So do that.
I go to yoga. The yoga's great.
It's he goes to yoga. It's very relaxing.
Yeah, it's like, it's tiring. It's a lot of work.
Yeah.
It's not like the same sort of like,
well, it's hot yoga too.
Core workout type work. It's more just like, I am entirely sweaty and like tired. Like by the end when I'm like holding my legs up and stuff, they're like,
I think, yeah, I know.
They're like going crazy.
I think I burn more calories at hot yoga than at hot Pilates.
Is it hotter?
I think it's a hotter temperature.
It feels really hot.
Our class is very hot.
I love it. I skipped the last one for the draft.
I know, I had to go alone, but it was okay.
And now I'm missing it. The
other thing I didn't realize about yoga, I am the least flexible person on the planet.
Is it making you more flexible?
No.
Okay,
I don't think so. I tried to touch my toes the other day and I was showing you, but I think it was just because it's hot in the room, so I'm more flexible at that time than like if I'm at home. But where was I going with that?
Sorry.
Oh.
I got curious.
With yoga, there's like the flexibility part and then there's the balance part.
Oh.
And like we're the opposite. I have a lot more balance and you have a lot more flexibility.
I cannot
And I'm
balance.
just glad that I'm not bad at everything at yoga because like when we were in middle school and had to do that box thing where you like lean forward and it's the presidential award thing.
We talked about that earlier today. What is the box
think about
thing?
it all the
I don't
time.
remember that.
You put your legs up against like a box.
Is this where you have to jump up onto the box?
No. You put your legs up against, I think it's a box or something, and then you like lean forward and try to touch a line.
What, like a sit-up?
No, it's testing the flexibility of your legs, I think.
I can't picture the position you're in.
And anyway, you're sitting against a thing. Your feet are against the box
Stretched straight?
Stretched straight. And then you have to like
and you sit up and you try to get your hands to touch the box or something?
Yeah, you try to touch like the line. And
I could do that.
Of course you could. I was willing to rip my entire legs apart.
Oh, you were trying to get
to touch the
the top medal or something?
Just to get presidential award.
Yeah.
Because I could do the other stuff, but this was the hardest thing for me, and for everyone else it was like the easiest thing. I just felt like such a loser.
You are,
yeah, I was a loser. No.
Yeah.
Anyway, do you remember the other events of gym class?
I don't remember almost anything.
You had to hang from a bar, or maybe if you were a boy, you had to like do pull-ups. But I just had to hang from the bar. And that was fine. I'm trying to remember the other
I thought
ones.
there was push-ups, and then they had the like knee-down push-ups for the girls.
Yeah, I can't remember if that was part of it. And I remember the beep test, but that was high school.
Hate the beep test.
Love beep test.
I don't get the beep test. Why are we doing that?
Because.
Why is that a thing?
Because it's good for endurance.
But why is that like a state mandated thing?
To see if you're healthy enough to run.
That is so dumb.
Against the beeps.
Don't mandate that.
I loved the beep
Running?
test. Yeah.
You're gonna force that on kids?
Well, that was one of the things. I feel like there were other things, but anyway. All right, we're done.
Was the rope climb part of it?
I don't remember doing a rope climb. Do that?
No, I just know that there was a rope at school that some people did the rope climb. I never did it.
I did not do that.
Yeah.
That sounds.
I always wanted to try it.
Intimidating. You do it in front of your whole class?
I don't know. That's why I never did it. I just know that there was a rope.
Oh.
I did it like for fun one time when it was down in the gym.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was the same time we were making videos jumping over chairs. Yeah.
Interesting.
And yeah, I half tried, and I was like, wow, this is actually really hard. So I'm gonna stop half trying, because if I really try and can't do it, I'm gonna look dumb.
Oh yeah.
But it's like, I think climbing that rope is real hard.
Oh yeah, I could never do that now. I could never do anything like that.
Yeah, no, heck
Maybe
no.
in high school, I'm not sure. Wait, one more thing. What was your...
I'm gonna take the mic off.
You're like, I'm done here. I love talking about gym class. I love talking about high school
gym class hero
I was a gym
award.
class hero. I got the gym award. And what was your favorite gym class game sport? I didn't prepare you for this.
You say yours, let me think.
No, I was actually gonna ask you first so I could think, but...
I guess probably baseball.
Mine
that was fun.
Definitely was. That was probably one of my least favorite ones.
I also like
maybe
basketball.
Hockey?
The
like
deck hockey was fun.
hockey?
Floor hockey, yeah. The floor hockey was fun.
Yeah, I liked floor hockey, and I liked playing dodgeball. I liked mat ball.
Dodgeball was fun. I didn't like mat ball.
I know you didn't.
The thing I didn't like about
loved
mat ball
mat
is
ball.
it's like if you weren't like cool, then you weren't on a good team, and then it just wasn't fun.
Are you talking about our mat ball tournament?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna.
My team.
I'm not gonna like the mat ball that's in gym if it's all there to prepare you for the mat ball tournament, and then the tournament is just something that's like a popularity contest. Yeah,
I forgot about that.
It was like a popularity contest. Like if you weren't a cool kid, then you weren't on like a good team, and then it's just like why play? So I didn't play. So I didn't like mat ball. This is some high school like low key like mental problems. Like I didn't play mat ball because I wasn't on a cool person team.
You could have been on my team. I don't know if I wasn't on a cool person team though.
I think you were probably.
No,
but like
what was the name of the team that was the best?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I wanted to give them a shout out. No. I think it's from
it's from
the movie Dodgeball.
It is from Dodgeball.
And they named themselves after the team from the Dodgeball.
It's from Dodgeball,
for mat ball.
Yeah.
We also had a dodgeball.
Dodgeball was fun though. I like dodgeball because it's kind of solo.
Yeah.
Like it's 2 teams.
I wouldn't even say I was that good at dodgeball, but I thought it was fun anyway.
Dodgeball was fun.
Oh, and I liked playing football.
Yeah,
that was one of my favorite.
Football was fun.
Yeah.
That probably was my favorite. See, that's the first thing that came to my mind, but I was like, I don't have any memories of it. Like I'm pretty sure we played, but I just don't remember. Yeah, we definitely
played. 2-hand touch football.
Yeah, that's true.
That's what we played.
Did we not play soccer?
No.
That's crazy.
Which is like
it's like the most
not fair.
It's the most like American like high school sport in the world. Is it because
some people like never played and then it would just be really? Did we play basketball?
Yeah, we played basketball.
Why did we play soccer? That doesn't make any sense. I was gonna say, it's kind of hard if you have never played, but basketball is also level. Hard.
But like all these sports are high school sports, so it's not like there's.
And then they're like, meh, everyone can play floor hockey. Everyone can hit a...
Floor hockey is fun.
It was super fun. And volleyball, I wasn't that great at, but it was fine. It was fun.
I liked volleyball.
I kind of loved everything about it. Should have been
I hated when they made us go do the track. Like what? Why is this a gym activity?
I don't know what... It was like you could...
They did it kind of a lot.
When we played baseball...
Oh, yeah, is that...
You could either play baseball...
It was often a backup option.
Or you could do the track. And
yeah, but we also had...
I usually did the track.
We also had days where we just did the track.
I remember walking the track.
Yeah.
But I don't remember.
I'm like, why are we doing this at gym? This isn't fun.
Enjoy being outside.
They just ran out of ideas. Yeah, they wanted a break.
Yeah, I get it.
I get it as a working adult.
I get it.
I would want a break. I would have track days.
Right.
But as a kid, I'm like, no, this sucks.
Yeah, it's like less fun.
Give me baseball.
Did you do team sports as your chosen gym class? You could either do like rad.
You think I did rad?
Team sports, yoga. Did you do
in hindsight,
sports?
yoga would have been sick. What did you think I did yoga or rad?
There were other options. I can't remember.
Yeah, I did team sports. I don't think there was any option for men besides team sports.
You didn't want to do rad?
Isn't rad like...
You're like...
What does rad stand for?
I don't remember.
Like ready to agitate destroyers?
Like
really angry.
I remember my best friend. I hope she listens to this. I'm probably gonna have to send it to her.
No, don't send it to her.
I might have to send it to her.
Don't send
she
it to
was
her.
like,
you're gonna delete it.
She would attack me in the hallway and be like, "No!"
I remember.
What? And then she'd like,
"Stop!
Get like I forget what she would say.
Get out! Get away!"
It would like instantly make me like really stressed out, and then I got used to it. But anyway, rad. I don't know. If you're a millennial, maybe you'll connect with any of these things we're talking about. If not, I'm not sure. But
I didn't know there was yoga though.
Yeah.
That's kind of sick, honestly, in hindsight.
I remember being like kind of forced to do yoga in
Did
class. You do? It wasn't for that, but we did it for like just a class at one point. And I didn't enjoy it because I wasn't flexible, and I'm like at the time I didn't like not being good at stuff, and now I'm just like, who cares? Nobody at yoga cares that I can't touch my toes. They don't care.
Yeah, no. Nobody's looking at
Actually,
anyone
they probably
else.
love it because it makes them feel good, and that's what I'm here for.
And also, just like the only time anyone's looking at anyone else is because they don't get what they're supposed to be doing.
Okay, true. That's how
what
I
does
always,
vinyasa flow mean?
I sit in the back and I'm like, I have no idea what I'm doing. So
yeah,
I just
when we're late and we're gonna sit in the front, I would rather sit like in an awkward corner in the back so that I can be like just off to the side, able to get help by looking at people.
I haven't sat in the front of that class for yoga or Pilates yet. I'm not there. I can't tell everyone what to do because I don't know what I'm doing. So maybe someday, not for yoga, because I.
Speaking of school sports. I'm just now remembering this human. At college, there was this kid who was like in our dorm area, freshman year, I want to say, who was like from Australia, and I don't know his name. I barely knew him. I think I had one class with him, freshman year maybe, and he was on the golf team.
Yep.
And I just remember he was apparently like really good.
Oh.
And I'm like, man, that's such a cool thing to be.
Did he come from Australia because of golf?
I don't know. I wish that I talked to him
Our high
more.
school had pretty good sports.
Yeah, this was college, but...
Oh, this was college. Oh,
Yeah,
you said college.
Yeah,
I don't know about college. I guess we were good.
Yeah, I
Had golf?
Yeah, I can't imagine that.
I didn't even know we had
I can't imagine. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I never... At the time, it just never crossed my mind to care about that he did golf. But now I'm like, that's crazy that UMass Lowell... I know.
You just told them.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went to UMass Lowell.
It's crazy to me that UMass Lowell has golf.
UMass Lowell has a lot of sports.
Like, you're traveling from, like, overseas.
You know what UMass Lowell doesn't have?
Yeah, football.
Doesn't have football.
Stupid.
But there's hockey. There's good hockey. But yeah, not having football. If you want football, you have to go to Amherst.
Or
right?
like BC. Or
I just mean if you're going to UMass.
I don't know. I'm not familiar with any of the UMass teams.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess Amherst does have football.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
Well, I know that because I was at UMass band day. Because I'm a nerd and I was in band and we played at.
For some reason, I thought you played it for the BC Eagles or something.
I think they were against. I don't remember, but.
Anyways, yeah, I think that's it.